Tom McMillan, Senior Pastor at John Knox Presbyterian Church, and we want to invite you to worship with us Sunday at 10 o'clock. I had a friend who was at a wedding a couple weeks back, and there was a reception hall that they were supposed to go to and all meet at, and there were probably 3 or 4 different receptions going on in this large facility, and he drifted into one that he thought was the reception, and he kind of walked around, didn't know anybody. And this lasted about 10 minutes, and finally he asked somebody where the groom was, and they said, this is not that reception. I think they may be downstairs. Went downstairs, immediately entered in the room, and someone called his name. And he finally had a sense of, this is where I'm supposed to be. There's something about entering into a place that you're unfamiliar with, and somebody calls your name. And it just kind of gets you oriented, it gets you settled, and then they kind of come and they find you and then connect you, and that's a consoling moment almost. I think that's the picture that we have of Jesus. A passage we're working with through the whole summer on belonging is Jesus saying, come to me. All you who are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Come to me. It's us calling of our name and finding us where we are at and saying, come to me. You're not alone. You're not isolated. You're not alienated. I bring you into a relationship because I care about you and I know you. And when we enter into that relationship with Jesus, who first calls us and finds us where we're at, it is Jesus who then links us with the community. And all of a sudden, we're not just out there all alone. Now we are kind of entrusted to a community and responsible for that community and find a part within that gathering. So recognize that Jesus knows where you're at, calls you by name, and invites you into a relationship not only with God, but also with a community of people you may not choose naturally on your own, but there you find an assembly of people, some similar, some very different than you, but there we are all together. So come on Sunday and enjoy the calling of God, the love that Jesus has for you, a connection with a group of people who care for you and can grow with you. Remember, you're not alone. God cares for you, and so do we.